Hello. So it's coming into the new year and I really want to put together a plan for a realistic plan for 2024. Found in the years past I have made huge plans that were quite unrealistic and I needed to be on every single day. Like if I wanted to get to that place, I needed to make sure that I had the best day every single day. And unfortunately, that's just not realistic. We all have bad days, we all have bad weeks, bad months, whatever. So this year, I really want to make sure that I know what's important to me and that I can be more kind to myself in 2024 while also reaching my goals. First things first, I'm gonna go and sit down and just like try and get everything that's in here on paper so that I can hopefully be less all over the place while planning. I don't actually like that pen. Okay, this is better. Really quickly, something that I am proud of in 2023 is I asked for help. Like for me, that's quite a big deal. Why don't you just come closer? I know everything's a mess, but fuck me only. This year was really hard. I had a really hard year. Instead of me focusing on all the hardships that I've had through the year, I'm gonna think of how I got myself out of them, or not exactly out of them, let's be honest, but I asked for help. I started counselling this year and that's quite a big deal. And I feel that when all these bad things happen, trying to look at it and see how strong you actually are and how fought really hard and you got through, not completely, but you got through quite a bit. So that's something that I am really proud of this year. Also, another thing is obviously this right now. Ooh, that's my phone. Back in a minute. What I think I was saying was with this channel, I started this channel a while ago. It was something to do, it was supposed to be trying to be more creative, things like that. But then at the start of this year, I kind of started using it for a different reason. And the main reason I was using it was to build trust within myself. So I wanted to make sure that I was giving myself deadlines for something and I was actually doing the deadlines, and I was doing something that made me proud every single week, even though I'm very small. I'm very small fish. I have achieved exactly what I wanted to. I pushed myself really hard and I am really proud that I'm learning to trust myself more. I do break a lot of promises I make to myself, which is why we're doing this New Year's resolution thing a little bit different, but this has really helped me gain more trust in myself. And so I think what we're going to do now is kind of like a brain map, I think it's called. I'm not too sure, but basically I'm going to get everything in here and just throw it onto a piece of paper, and I'm going to figure out which things that's the most important to me and which things I'd like to get that done, but it's not a big deal if I don't, because I feel like I can't focus on one thing and trying to like do everything, which means I do nothing. This is one that I've done before, but let's do a new one.
Who's to know what happens when the world ends? At least this is an okay bar for running into you. It's an awful house, and I wanted to get you out. I'm working on a plan right now to come through. I've waited for a lifetime for you to calm down. Oh, nothing feels the same without you now. I've waited for a lifetime for you to calm down, 'cause nothing feels the same without that
This is what I've got for the moment. Probably will change, but whatever. Like, I'll add more onto it, but that's the whole point of this. I can just keep adding and adding and adding. So I feel like number one for this year that I really should work on is this one or this one. And let's be honest, this actually goes to this as well. This is also connected to this. Number one, mental health. I don't think, like with mental health, I don't think that we can really say if we're getting better or if we're not, because it's a roller coaster. Okay, I think the journaling, especially the gratitude. So that means I should. Okay, perfect. It's just going up here. Finances, I think it's going to be really easy. Like, you can actually figure out if you're doing okay or not. I don't think that made sense, but whatever. That's where I threw all them notes. We're gonna go into my notions. So in my notions, there's loads of random stuff. But we're gonna go into monthly goals and reflections. So yearly goal. I don't want you, so I'm going to delete that. My word for this year is actually going to be growth. So for me, growth is not, I know it's very vague, but it's just growing as a person. So like my mental health, growing my friendships, and growing my confidence, just growth in general. In January, what do I want to do? Maybe I should try and just get the basics done. So journal and bedroom, because journaling is just a small little thing, so I'm thinking of the bedroom, so bedroom as well in this. Okay, February, short month, so let's try and do a decluttering challenge. Okay, so honestly, May for me is gonna be tough. Oh, March, April. Okay, so May, let's just do self-care month. June, all my friends. December, April, go into meditation and breath work. I've got 6 months done. That's enough for now. Did not hit that in 2023, so 2024, here we come. Okay, got my tea, got an arrow as well. So I am putting too much pressure on myself yet again. I'm getting so overwhelmed by this, which is so silly. So I think I'm going to let you know what I'm going to be doing in the next year to make sure that I keep on track with my goals, even though yes, I do need to consolidate them and figure out how best to get to them goals, because right now I have ideas but I don't have a path to get to them. So with the finance one, super easy. You just figure out how many weeks are in the year, divide it, the amount that you want to save, and then that's how you do it. Easy, so easy. Building confidence, I still don't know exactly how to do that. I think I'm gonna have to sit with it for a while and then figure out what kind of steps I can take to get to it. But what I think I'm gonna do now is start writing letters to myself for future me. Ooh, I did write down some things that I have to do, and I really should put them onto these sticky notes. Auto payments. I need to apply for my tax. You're probably wondering why I'm doing everything on these little sticky notes and just throwing them up here. I have 2 journals. So one journal is going to be for all the things that I get done this year. Things that make me proud of myself, gratitude of the things around me. You know the drill. But what I'm also going to do is have it so when I finish one of these, I can take it off, put it straight into this book. At the end of the year, or anytime during the year when I feel like I've accomplished nothing and I'm doing nothing with my life, I can look back at this book and be like, I've done loads. Because you forget all the little things. This one here is just going to be my every single day journal. So I need to write in this journal every single day. Do not need to write in this one every single day. Okay, so 1, 2. At the moment I keep €100 in my account at all times for bills, things like that, but it's not enough at the moment, so I need to change it to always have €200 in my account. Ooh, desk area. I really want to have a desk area. One of the things this year that I really am going to work on is to stop self-isolating. I'd say obviously since, you know the drill, I have been isolating myself quite a lot. I didn't even notice I was doing it. This year I really need to start, like I don't always have to rely on others to go outside. I can go out on my own. Being around other people is enough, but obviously being around friends is better. But sometimes they're busy, and that's okay. And maybe even this year I might make more friendships, who knows? This one is going to be tough, but I want to start an escape plan for when I'm feeling low. I don't know how others deal with feeling low and stuff like that, but I go from my high, I go from like, wow, everything is fine, everything is good, to nothing is good. And I've recently realized that it's a false sense of happiness, and I need to look at that and figure out what I can do in that time to make sure that I don't hit the low. Texting friends and family more, have to do it. Less screen time. So bad, I'm so bad. I feel like I jumped ahead in some stuff. So the 3-month thing, I'm gonna write myself a letter for when I've done it correctly. No, I'm gonna write myself a letter for when I have hit my goals and I'm proud of myself, and another letter for when I have not hit my goals and I need motivation to be able to continue. Because just because you haven't hit your goals yet doesn't mean you're not going to. You just sometimes need like a little bit of like a cheerleader. So you need to be your own cheerleader. And it's much easier to be a cheerleader for your future than for your present. So, well, for me, yes, I'm gonna write a letter for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and in 1 year's time. I don't think I'm gonna write a letter in 1 year's time for when I'm, like, if I didn't hit my goals. I have started doing little things as well to make sure that through the upcoming year things are just easier in my notions. I've started a therapy notes. Before I even start therapy, I take everything and I put it onto my screen. That way when we finish my Zoom, everything is like closed and that's the first thing I see. So I automatically write down what we spoke about in therapy, how I'm feeling, and things, if I've kept anything to myself and I didn't say anything, why, all of that stuff. This is just an easy way for me to get everything out, and then when I'm feeling more comfortable and confident, I can go back in and I can work on these things. I think the main thing is just working on finding where you're struggling and figuring out what to do to make it as easy as possible to get to the destination you need to. I did really want to have like a really clean home for the new year, but honestly, I don't. I could stay in tonight and clean up my home, but I won't. I'm going to go and spend some time with my friend, and then afterwards I'm going to spend time with my family, because honestly, my home can be clean at any time. I don't spend time with my friends and my family enough. They are more important. I'm sure that I'm definitely going to be adding more onto this as I go through the next few weeks and the next month, but I do think that the mental health aspect of this year is going to be my big focus, and it's very hard to put goals in for that. But in this new year coming up, I'm going to get so much done because I'm going to do a massive declutter of my spaces. I'm moving the whole apartment around. I'm going to move the bedroom, I'm going to move the sitting room, the dining area, everything. It's going to be different. I want this place to be cozy and safe. Right now, it's not hitting all them boxes. There's so much happening in next year. And next year, I said before, it's going to be my year. And honestly, I think my home getting decluttered and getting moved around is going to help my mental health as well, which in turn will help me with my relationships, different things like that. So yeah, so just want to say thank you. I hope 2024 is going to be a great year for you.